Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing some short boho knotless on my client, and so I'm going to be showing you guys kind of like the steps I take to achieve the final look. And so what I'm doing right now is just getting my grid ready, which I like to separate into like 3 sections, well initially 4, but then I take the back sections and make them into one, and so I just have like 3 sections. And then so I parted the first row, and I'm starting off with 4 braids in the back. And so what I'm doing is just combing through the product so that it's not really like stuck on there. And so I take the piece and I separate it into 3 pieces, as you can see, and I braid it about like 3 times before adding in the extension, and then just gripping it, making sure that it looks tight and neat. And I just make sure I added another piece, and then I keep braiding as if I'm just doing a regular 3-strand braid. And so I add in a couple of pieces. I want to say about 4 pieces is how many pieces I added. And after that I just braid it down, and I end up asking my client where she wants me to stop because she didn't want them shorter today. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just braiding it all the way down until I need to stop. And that's kind of the gist of how to do knotless braids. So I don't like to add curls at the bottom rows, but once you get like higher, I would say like the bottom 2 rows I like to not add curls because they tend to get very tangly, and it's just like a hassle that's like not necessary, and you can still achieve like a very full look while adding curls to the rest of the head. So I'm just going to be tying a knot where I'm stopping the braids, and I like to do this a couple of times and just tug on it to make sure that it's tight and secure so it doesn't come undone while I'm braiding. And so this is once I get a little bit higher while braiding, and this is where I like to add some curls. And so here I am just repeating the process like how I did in the beginning, just doing my 3 strands, braiding it about like 3 times or less or more depending on your preference, until I added some extensions and just adding in a couple of pieces like I did before. And then I'm gonna be putting in some curls when I'm done adding in the pieces to achieve that boho look that people be talking about. So when I like to add in the curls, instead of wrapping it around, I leave one extension part out just so that like curls can hang, and I repeat this process. I believe I put a couple of curls in here, so I like kind of repeat it until I'm satisfied with how many like curls I want to put in. Some people like to put a lot, some people like to put a little, so it's honestly personal preference. And if you want fuller, I would say add more curls, and if you want like not too much, just add less. To be honest, adjust it to like what you and your client want. And that's gonna be it on how I do my knotless boho braids. Just repeat this process the whole head, and this is how it should look like. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. you.